tournament. And they're underway in SRL, and looks like they're getting started here as well. So it'll be interesting to see what strategies each runner uses. And it looks like they're both choosing a power-up in 1-1 and 1-2.
Yep, so yeah, it looks like they're going to go for the 1-1, 1-2 power-up. So that probably means we'll see big fire from both of the runners. I know Dash is a big fire guy. I'm not sure about Mammaru, but I believe he would have maybe foregone this first mushroom if he was going to go small fire, but you never know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm guessing he's going to go big fire as well. And we see mammaru takes a little bit of an early lead, a little bit cleaner into that first pipe, getting the power up, and then also a little bit cleaner underground section. So that's given him a small lead, but way too early to say that it's a significant lead or anything like that. So good, clean power-up grabs for both, and we'll see how they navigate this section. Especially this Goomba that falls down can be a little tricky. Both players clean through there, and then you got a couple snipes of these piranha plants, and a good clean 1-2 for both so far.
Yeah, one thing I always notice when the players, they shoot the third piranha plant that's not there, makes me wonder if Mammaru plays a lot of All-Stars, where the third plant is there, so he's used to shooting it out of the way.
Yeah, definitely. I think I have seen mammaru play the All-Stars version as well, and that is one of the differences between All-Stars and the NES version, is you'll get more despawns in the NES version, whereas on All-Stars, that plant is going to be there. You can just handle more sprite slots because it's 16-bit instead of 8-bit, so you don't get the despawns like you get on this version. 1-3 is a pretty straightforward level. Both players getting the perfect 260 on the timer, and they will head into our first castle level of 1-4, where they get to face the first fake Bowser.
Yeah, so we'll see what kind of Bowser patterns they get and how they are able to accommodate for the pattern they get.
Definitely. It is also faster to kill Bowser with fire than it is to jump over him and touch the axe, or go under him and touch the axe. And that's because if you fire kill Bowser, you see here they touch the axe and they immediately go visit Toad. Whereas if you touch the axe without fire killing Bowser, you have to wait for that bridge to collapse and then Bowser to fall in the lava, and that animation costs you about 3 seconds. So it does, help to hesitate a little bit just to fire kill Bowser. So it's one of those spots where it's better to go slower to go faster.
Yep, we're seeing slight variations in the route here, but neither is slower or faster, so they're going to make it through the level about the same pace. We'll see how the Dash kind of rushed up a little bit against the that tall brick structure at the end of the level that you got to jump over. But they both got a 344, so they're, again, right in step with each other.
Yep, and then we go into this water section.
It's like a... Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, it's like a beautiful dance, and right now Mammaru is leading.
Yeah,
Mammaru.
He's taking the lead in the dance, and right. Dash is following, but anything can happen here. These water sections have some pretty tight corridors, so if you don't shoot your fireballs correctly, that can cause some problems. We see both runners having a little bit of a turnaround or a bonk in that first tight section. No big deal, though. It's so much more important to maintain your fire flower and maintain that fire power, because then you can just blast through enemies and it makes the rest of the run so much easier. We talked about with the Bowser kills as well. So the main thing is not to lose your power up. We see 313 from Dash, and I think we saw a pretty similar time from Mammaru. I missed the total. Yeah, they both got 305. So yeah, I think all square again in 2-2.
Yep, I think one of them got a 312 pipe entrance and one got a 311 pipe entrance. And since it takes 6 seconds to make it to the flag from that point, one of them had to basically burn a second on purpose so they wouldn't get 6 fireworks. So
yeah, that was a
both
close cheap there for Mammaru. This is very close, and
yeah, it looks like Mammaru's level is actually moving right into Dash's screen right now.
Yeah, actually that's pretty cool how that lines up. But yep, Mammaru maintains his small, maybe 1 second advantage over Dash, and both runners clean through 2-3. Nice race so far, heading into our second castle level. The trickiest part of this level here will be this elevator jump. We'll see if both players go for the elevator jump or if they choose a safer strategy. Coming up right here, we see Mammaru gets it. We see Dash gets it, so very good.
Mammaru with some opening shots on the Bowser, Dash about 260 for each. So yeah, these players are neck and neck.
Yeah, it really came down to 1-1 so far.
Yeah, just that little stair boss right away. He's getting out of the way early, I guess.
Exactly. So 3-1, interesting level. There's a couple piranha plants you do need to shoot out of the way if you want to go optimally fast. And then the very end of the level, there's a bit of a tricky stair section. There's going to be 2 Koopas on the stairs. And you have a couple options for how you want to handle them. You need to shoot the first one out of the way. Beautifully done by Dash there. Mammaru had a little bit of a slowdown earlier in the level, and I think they might be in sync.
Yeah, so Dash takes a tiny bit of a lead there by getting the optimal 347 and 3-1.
Yeah, about a frame rule lead. So frame rule is an increment of 0.35 seconds. As long as you clear the level in that same 0.35 or 21 frame window, you'll go on to the next level at any other time in that same window as well. So this game only checks for level completion at the end of every 21 frames. That's why you're going to hear us refer to the frame rule, and that's just a 0.35 second increment that you can gain or lose time. Both runners perfectly through 3-2, and Dash maintains his 1 frame rule lead.
Yeah, and we'll see in 3-4 how safe these runners are going to take it, if they're going to try to risk going under the Potaboo's, or if they're going to kind of wait for him to get out of their way.
Yeah, this first Potaboo, if you do like a full big jump off of, like the first, I guess technically the second platform in front of that Potaboo, you can get over all of them, except there's like one really tall one that's hard to get over, and both ended up taking it a little bit safe instead of doing a full speed, full jump run over that. And, Dash takes a hit on that first Potaboo.
Yeah, I think you can always make it over the highest Potaboo, but you need to jump on like the last pixel if you get that super high boy.
Exactly, and so there's where you get to see the difference between Bowser fire kill and Bowser touching the axe. Dash actually touched the axe first, but now he's behind because of that animation. So he's gonna power up. He's gonna grab this first 4-1 power up. I think he'll probably forego the second 4-1 power up because it's a little slower, and it also can be a bit treacherous with the spinies, but we'll see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's gonna do myself. I kind of feel like he's gonna grab it here. Yeah.
He does grab it, all right. And hopefully the spinies are kind.
Yeah! Wow, if that would have went to the right, I think it would have fell right on him. I was worried there.
Yeah, definitely. That was very close.
Yeah,
and,
luckily
so
he either recognized which way it was gonna go or just tried to risk it.
Yeah, certainly. He's clean though, and back full power for 4-2. A couple of options here. There's the top route and the bottom route. We always have the debate of which is better or more fun. It looks like Mammaru is choosing the bottom route.
Yeah, I know Dash is a bottom route guy.
All right,
he's a vine despawner as well.
Oh, nice.
I think that vine will despawn one of the piranha plants for you to make it a little easier to get through there. And a perfect level for Mammaru. And as long as Dash gets up these stairs, he's going to have a perfect level as well, and he does. So moving on to 4-3 with the pizza, pepperoni pizza mushrooms.
Now I'm hungry. So this level is interesting because if you play it without slowing down, but we do see Mammaru do a left tap there, and we'll see what Dash does. There's this one kind of tight jump where you want to get over this platform without slowing down. Dash nicely does it. And if he jumps off the right part of this final moving platform, there's a 2-frame window, this up and down platform, he'll get the Sky Boots frame rule, and it looks like he did get it. It's hard to tell when it's desized a little bit, but I believe Dash got the optimal frame rule, so he's going to gain 1 or 2 frame rules over Mammaru, who had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, do you want to jump off that platform like toward the end of it? I'm not even sure where the jump is. I just know that sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't.
Yeah, it's towards the end. There's like a 2-frame window. It's over that last little notch in the platform.
Ah, okay.
And
all right, Mammaru gets a backwards jumping Bowser, but shoots him out of the way and gets a 346. Let's see how Dash handles this. He gets it backwards as well. It's going to take him a little bit longer. Just about 1 frame rule slower. So Mammaru is... looks like his lead will expand by about 1 more frame rule.
Now we're heading into World 5, so we've completed half the levels. We haven't completed half the speedrun because these later levels are longer, especially in World 8, but we've completed half the levels. World 5 is where the difficulty really ramps up. 5-1 is kind of the the air quote easy part of the World 5, but 5-2, 5-3, and 5-4 is a big old gauntlet of difficult levels.
Yep, and 5-2's got this infamous cannon right at the beginning. Looks like for Mammaru, it's not going to shoot. We'll see if Dash gets as lucky, or if he's gonna. Looks like he does a little safe jump to make sure he's not gonna get shot, even if it decides to give him a bullet bill.
And I like the safe strategy, even if even if you're behind, because it only costs you 0.7 seconds, and that's almost surely not going to be the difference in the race. To ensure your safety, I think that's very fine. Mammaru is maybe one power-up loss away from this game being completely back level.
Yep. It looks like their strategies are so kind of similar and consistent that I feel like Dash kind of has to hope for Mammaru to make a mistake at this point, because it's going to be hard for him to catch him with such similar strategy.
So Mammaru gets a 252, Dash gets a 256, but that 6 in the ones digit of the timer is going to give him 6 fireworks, which actually cost him more time than just getting a 255 or even a 252. Those 6 fireworks do take a little bit of time there, so that's actually going to expand Mammaru's lead a little bit.
Yeah, but the further we get into the levels, the more time you can lose for a death. But that might not... Oh, and Dash looks like he had a fireball go right through the Bowser. Which seems to happen in 5-4. I'm not sure what exactly causes that.
Weird hitbox detection stuff. I think it might have just slightly gone under him. Bowser jumped pretty quickly there, and that was unfortunate for Dash. The fortunate thing about the unfortunate is 6-1 has 2 power-up grabs that are, for the most part, relatively comfortable. The second one can be a little bit difficult with the spinies dropping down, and there's a precariously placed pit. But they are, of the spots that you can grab power-ups, probably one of the easier spots in the game.
Ooh, nice threading the needle by Dash to grab through there. And 6-2 here, we'll see some nice sniping from Mammaru here.
Yeah, good clean 6-2 so far. Definitely one of the more technical levels with the snipes. Also, this section at the end here with another precariously placed Koopa. He has no problem with that bouncing Koopa on the stairs, and Dash not too far behind, about halfway through the level as Mammaru is completing the level, and we'll see how Dash finishes up 6-2 as Mammaru heads into 6-3.
Yeah, I remember when I first started learning this game that I was always worried about 6-2 as one of the most worrisome levels, but I knew that as soon as I really learned it, it was going to be one of my favorite levels, and I think that that is true today.
Yeah, I think a lot of runners who run love 6-2 once they actually get to know it. And Mammaru with a 252, the optimal would be a 255. Dash really got a little bonk on the coin block there and scared me. I thought he might miss that platform, but he got on it, so he's going through. It looks like he's also on 252 pace, so he's not going to be able to close. Actually loses a frame rule to Mammaru there with the 251. So Mammaru actually expands his lead. The optimal is going to be 255 on that level to complete it. But Mammaru with a really nice fire kill on Bowser. This is the first time we see Bowser with hammers. This is actually a retread of 1-4, but with more Potoboost, fire bars, and Bowser hammers. So that can introduce a little bit of lag.
Yeah, both looks like both players have a very nice 6-3. Ooh, and Dash with very minimal leg frames there.
Yeah, really nicely done.
You might have gained a little bit of time there just based on the small amount of leg frames he got. But,
so Mammaru gets the little slowdown. You need to slow down there to avoid a 3 on the ones digit of the timer in 7-1. Tricky situation there for Dash, but he does well to get through it. I say that.
Yeah, right into the back of the bill.
I think I commentator cursed right there, unfortunately, with that timing.
He's going to forego the mushroom. I think he's going to... Looks like he might be just planning on finishing out small here. Perhaps grabbing the mushroom in 8-2. But looks like he's going to forego the one at the end of 7-1. And probably not grab the 7-3 one either if he's not going to be able to get fire for 8-1 anyway.
Yeah, each person has their own comfort level with the different power-up grabs and levels, and I also tend to forego, if I'm only small at this point, I tend to forego the end of 7-1 and the 7-3 power-ups as well. So just a runner preference, and Mammaru, a little bonk there at the end of 7-2, but still a 315, which is a nice, very nice 7-2 for him. Dash, meanwhile, is going to have to be careful. He doesn't want to take a death here in 7-2.
Hopefully he doesn't get one of the blooper bouncers at the end that's guards the pipe here. Ooh, he had a nice pattern recognition and going under that cheap. And Mammaru is burning his way through 7-3 right now. Throwing out a lot of fireballs, hoping to catch some enemies as they kind of fly up on the screen. He's got a little tight spot there, but jumps through very nicely.
Interesting to see each person's strategies in different levels. I tend to conserve my fire for spots I really feel like I'm going to need him in 7-3, but he's throwing out the fireballs like crazy, and it worked out very well for him. Perfect level. Now he's into 7-4. This is another one of our maze levels, but the runners are going to have no problem with the maze as far as knowing the direction, but there is kind of a tight section here, especially as Big Mario at the end of this maze, so hopefully no bunks. He does bonk. That might reset the maze. Yeah, he wants to. It
looked like he walked backward a little bit. He wants to definitely make sure that his Mario didn't get pushed past the 112th pixel, which can sometimes cause the level to loop, even if you take the correct route, because you're not at the correct X and Y position when the game checks at the flag, or at the checkpoint.
And he had a little bit of Dash, similar situation. He's gonna have to go back, and he did loop it. Unfortunately,
he went a little too far on the low part. He's gonna want to again. He takes a big run back to the left because they want to make sure that their Marios are not too far to the right. Ooh, I feel like I would have tried to get under that Bowser and I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, exactly. Mammaru in 8-1 now. World 8 is notorious for not having any checkpoints. So if you have an untimely death, if you drop in a hole at the end of one of these levels, you go all the way back to the beginning of the level. There's no checkpoints, so no halfway or midpoint or checkpoint. You go all the way back to the beginning. So it's very important to hit your ending jumps on these stairs, which have gaps in them in 8-1, 8-2, and 8-3.
Yep, so Dash is going to have to slow down a little bit in certain places where Mammaru was able to just shoot enemies out of the way. But he can get I think he can get like a 197 with small, without doing any pipe jumps or anything, but that's a pretty tough time to get. It's more likely to get like a 195.
Mammaru coming up to this Koopa section here at the end of 8-2 can be really tough. Nice jump. Ducks under that Koopa and avoids the 6 on the timer. Nice and clean through 8-2. Heading into 8-3 where he's got the Hammer Bros that'll do different things, but you have the comfort of the Fire Flower here. It's not as scary as if you're small Mario. So Dash, we'll see if he picks up the power-up in 8-2.
And here it comes. We'll see it, and looks like he does grab it.
Meanwhile, Mammaru coming to the Hammer Brother Gauntlet. Usually pretty comfortable. There can be one little troll pattern, but he doesn't get that. Does the bounce on the coin block there, and continues into 8-4. Dash avoiding the 6 on the timer, nice, and goes into 8-3. Now, this race isn't over. There is plenty of ways things can go wrong in 8-4. You can fall in a pit, you can miss the wall jump and get hit, then get hit by a bad cheap, or you can get hit by the cheap and then get a bad Bowser, all sorts of things. So this isn't over yet.
Yep, there is definitely some room for error here in the final level. Mammaru not going for the wall jump, but opting to play it safe, but falls in a little crevice there.
Does a good job shooting the Piranha Plant out of the way. He realized, I think he was a little bit slow there, and so that fireball shot was easy to take out the Piranha Plant, so you don't have to wait for it. He does the duck swim here, so he's going to go up to this top route, and now he's into the final room with fire, so he hasn't taken any damage yet this whole run.
That's right.
And now he does the low Potoboop, but his iframes will carry him through to the axe with a time of 1935, his best run of the tournament.
Yeah, very nice
GG's out. Yeah, get your GGs out in chat for Mammaru, and Dash not too far behind, going into the turnaround room.
Gets the wall jump. Very nice wall jump, too. Very minimal jump, where he didn't bonk the ceiling or anything. Very clean from Dash. And I always love to see the runners both in the final level. Even as Mammaru wins the race, Dash not far behind in the final level as his opponent completes.
Nice water section from Dash, and he's got a damage boost as well that he can take here. But, yep, he takes the Bowser hit, and 2014 is the time for Dash. So, very good race. Both runners in 8-4 as this run completes, as you said. And Mammaru will advance to face, let me pull up the bracket here. That's right, Xerox Fiend. So, that's going to be a good matchup. Unfortunately for Dash, that's the end of the road for him in this tournament, but he had a really strong run, picking off a couple wins here.
He made it quite far. I believe he was the lowest or highest seed, how we want to look at it, remaining in the tournament.
Yep, definitely. He actually picked up an upset win by seed over Jeremy MKW. Lost a really close one to the Cole, only by 9 seconds. And that sent him down to a race versus Mr. Cab, where he dispatched of Mr. Cab in again another seed upset, 25-23, until he got to face Mammaru here. And we do have Dash. GG's on your tournament. Unfortunately, not the win, but still a nice time. 2014, it looks like, on your timer. And you were an 8-4 when Mammaru was an 8-4, so that always makes it a close race.
Yeah. It was okay. I had a couple kind of disasters. The big one being 5-4 Bowser. I need to watch it back.
It looked like a fireball went right through him, didn't it?
Exactly, yes. It looked like a fireball went right through him. So, that had me a little miffed. But besides that, the only other, big mistake was in 7-4. Okay, 7-1. Let me explain myself on 7-1 real quick. As I was jumping across those cannons, every single cannon shot 2 or 3 times. And I'm sitting here jumping over these cannons thinking are you guys seeing these cannons? And I was laughing to myself about it, and I forgot what I was doing in the level. They were just blasting.
Is that where you jumped into the back of the bill?
Yeah. Because the cannons were just blasting, and
they were trigger happy. Happy for you.
So I forgot what I was doing in the level, and it made me fall into a weird spot, and then I had to jump out, and then there was a cannon across the bottom of the ground, and the rest is whatever. But it was funny. It was funny.
2014 is a very good time considering the power-up losses you took. No deaths though, so that it was a pretty clean run.
Yeah. I did all right in my recoveries and that kind of stuff. But
you had a heck of a run in this tournament. I believe you were the highest seed remaining. So you made it further than anyone seeded under you.
Well, that's where you'd expect me to be, right? Statistically. So
statistically.
All right.
but you know. All right, Dash, I've got a question for you. Who do you think is going to make it to the grand finals to face Cosmic now in this stacked up losers bracket? We've got plenty of eligible bachelors.
Yes.
Make it to the end.
Yeah, we got the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 14 seeds remaining. Or sorry, not 14, but yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 11 seeds remaining, among others. So
I would say, first of all, I could see it being anyone. Any person, I can see it happening.
Yeah, it can definitely be anyone left in the tournament. Everyone left has the potential to make it.
Yes. However, I am going to answer your question, and I am going to give you an answer. My money is on Goofy Chocobo.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Goofy Chocobo. Let's see it happen.
I think the consistency is there for that to be a real possibility, but he's going to have a tough road ahead. The competitor you just faced, Mammaru, gets to face Xerox, and then the winner of that faces Mars, and the winner of that faces Goofy Chocobo. So certainly a tough bracket on the top half. On the bottom half, we've got another match coming up in about an hour and a half, which I believe a couple people here are going to be commentating. That's going to be between Rupert and JT Knott. That is coming up 8 p.m. Eastern time with, of course, Dash and Flex on the commentary. That's going to be over on Speed Gaming 3, so we're on 4 here now. All you need to do is change one number and flip it over to Speed Gaming 3 for 8 p.m. Eastern between Rupert83 and JT Knott. That's going to be an awesome match between the 19 and the 11 seeds, but since then, JT has actually overtaken Rupert in terms of personal best.
Ooh,
Oh, interesting.
that adds a little spice.
All right. Well, Dash, I've got one more question for you. If Mario were to form a band, who do you think would play the drums in Mario's band?
The drum, like, and we're talking Super Mario characters.
Yeah, it's gotta be from the Mario universe.
I'm gonna say Wario. You know, he's got kind of the Gene Hoglan build. You know, I think he could blast off.
So you think Mario's in a thrash metal band? Death metal band, perhaps?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Very good, very good. Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can't end it on a high note than that. But Dash, congrats again on your tournament. I mean, you pulled off two upset wins in this tournament, so that's a big congratulations to you. Any last thoughts before we wrap this up for you, Dash?
What is he, Jerry Springer?
I just gotta say thanks to everyone, of course, but also I am very excited to continue doing commentary because this tournament is just getting started.
That's right. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who's been here. Thank Takate for joining me in the booth.
Definitely,
and Dash
congrats to Mammaru as well on the victory, and best of luck in the next round.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks to Dash and Mammaru for giving us such a fun race to call. And I hope to see everyone in about an hour and a half for the next race. Rupert against JT Knott. That's right.
All right, guys, that'll do it for Flex Retro. I am Takate. We'll catch you in an hour and a half over Speed Gaming 3. Until then, have a good time, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.